Governor Greg Abbott spent Saturday in McAllen campaigning for re-election.
Exactly. How are you doing?
Fine, sir.
He went door to door answering questions from residents and asking for their support.
I want to stop by and ask you for your vote.
The city of McAllen had a question too. When will the state finally reimburse McAllen for the hundreds of thousands of taxpayer dollars spent providing food, showers, and other basic necessities to immigrants that the U.S. Department of Homeland Security releases at the city bus station? The federal government released thousands of immigrants, mostly women and children, at the bus station. They had no food and nowhere to sleep. McAllen worked with Catholic charities to provide food, shelter, showers, and security until they could catch a bus heading north. McAllen taxpayers footed the bill. The city repeatedly asked the federal government for reimbursement, and a local congressman passed legislation that allowed McAllen to be reimbursed with federal emergency management agency grant money, but the governor's office is holding up the money.
2 years ago, in 2015, the money, as it is now, was allocated by the federal government to FEMA, and we were under the understanding that the money in that budget we had eligible expenses for. As it turns out, we didn't get any of that money. It was determined by the governor's office that those types of expenditures were not eligible.
Rodriguez said that McAllen spent more than $500,000 since the summer of 2014.
And we just got the request. We need to process it. To be honest, we have not even received an application for reimbursement from McAllen. So the next step would be for McAllen to submit an application, and then we need to see how the application matches up with what the law allows.
Rodriguez, though, said the governor's description wasn't accurate.
We have absolutely asked for the funding. We've met with the governor's staff personally in their office in Austin on multiple occasions.
Congressman Henry Cuellar wrote a letter on behalf of McAllen to Governor Abbott on July 14th, stating, "I added language since 2014 to each yearly Homeland Security appropriations bill to allow the state of Texas to use FEMA's State Homeland Security Grant Program federal dollars to reimburse these communities."
And so it's a process of doing that. But the first thing we had to do was to receive the letter yesterday from FEMA authorizing it. And then second, we need the application, and then we can begin to process it.
Cuellar's letter attempts to clear up any misunderstanding about the money, making it explicitly clear that the $20 million Texas receives annually can be used to reimburse McAllen and other border cities. McAllen residents think that the city should be reimbursed.
These people needed help, and we were there to help them. Now the state of Texas needs to help us.
In McAllen, Priscilla Estrella, CBS 4 News and ValleyCentral.com.
Mayor Jim Darling had plans to meet with the governor today to talk about the reimbursement. CBS 4 News reached out to the mayor, but he wasn't able for comment at this time. No word on when or if those funds will be reimbursed.